so many people have said, how can these people go to war killing innocent women and children, like the First and Second World War, murdering and killing? How could men do this? I don't think men are doing it at all. I think that there are powerful entities in this world who look like men, and they give the orders, and you better jump. And I don't care if you call yourself president, just don't matter. If you get in their way, they'd sooner kill you as anybody else. They got an agenda, and you had better jump when they say. And I think that's what we're looking at today, a war between the gods. It has nothing to do with the human element. It has to do with a cosmic, cataclysmic time in which the gods are battling now for our ownership. This is what Steven Spielberg and George Lucas have been telling you. Steven Spielberg in his movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. You need to go back and get the movie and watch it. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. What is the Last Crusade? Well, if you don't understand the first two crusades, you're never going to understand the last crusade. Do you know what the crusades were all about? Do you know who started the crusades? What were they crusading about? Well, it has to do with the ownership of people, international banking cartels. It has to do with the Knights Templars of the 9th and 10th century. So consequently, if you don't understand what the first two crusades or the first three crusades, then you're not going to understand Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. What is the Last Crusade about? It has Indiana Jones looking for something called the Cup of Christ, or the Holy Grail. The Cup of Christ, the Holy Grail, there have been many, many stories and many interpretations of this, but basically it goes back to one thing. The cup represents the holder of the wine. The wine is poured into the cup. The wine has always represented the blood of mankind. Jesus said, drink this wine, for this is the blood of the covenant. So you drink the wine, all of the men around the table would drink the wine. They are symbolically drinking the blood of the God, so that they are locked into a partnership with God. You're drinking the wine, which is a ritual. The wine represents the blood, and in the Christian sense, it represents Jesus' blood that's being shed for us. So you're drinking the blood, taking an oath to lock yourselves together in a sacred mission. All right, but the Holy Grail is a cup in which you pour the wine. The cup represents the earth, and the wine represents the blood on the earth. So the cup represents the earth. The human blood on the earth is the wine in the cup. Consequently, whoever holds the cup holds the blood of the human family on the earth in his hand, which I believe is a symbolism of the ancient gods who have come here from another world, and they are saying, who owns this property down here? Well, we created it. You created it, but we own it. We're coming in and taking it over. And that's why Saddam Hussein has said he believes he is the reincarnation of King Nebuchadnezzar. I got a feeling that there's some really powerful, strange occultism going on in the Middle East right now. And we in America and England, the Western man is getting ready to get involved and become cannon fodder. We're going to become involved in a war that you have no idea in the world how big it's going to be. Because this has nothing to do with generals sitting down and plotting out some war plan. No. This is going to be one hell of a conflict, a cosmic conflict between the gods. And even today, Christians are beginning to realize this is the things which are talked about in the Bible prophecies. We are in the time of the end. Yes, we are in the time of the end of the age of Pisces. And the coming age, by 2012, we will be fully into, according to the reference works, we'll be fully into what is called the beginning of the age of Aquarius. That is simply dispensations of time. 2,150 years of the age of the fish. This is why Christians have the fish on the back of the cars. And the water bearer, which is Aquarius. So what the Bible is saying is that there is one age that's leaving, that's a 2,150 year period, and another 2,150 period is going to begin. And who are going to be the gods of the new age, the gods of the new order of things? Well, it's like a prize fight. heavyweight champion prize fight. We're going to have to fight this one out, see who the best man is. You know, the two guys fighting over the woman. So consequently, I think what we're beginning to see and what we're going to see very soon is an all-out cosmic war in which we're going to also see supernatural things going on. Not just in this war, not just in war. I think we're going to see some really strange phenomena. People are going to see it for themselves. Norio Hayakawa, dear friend of mine, I just spoke this past week at the Japanese Friendship Club for Norio. Norio is famous for his work with Area 51. But Norio Hayakawa has said so often that he believes that the United States government, and probably the world government behind it, is planning on having some kind of a UFO extravaganza that they're going to do themselves. It's going to be a show, and it's going to be the aliens landing here from another world, and they're going to cause this and that to happen, and therefore all the nations are going to have to get together to fight this alien race that's here, and the whole thing is a show to fool everyone into joining a new world order collectively. And the whole thing will be a trick, and the trick is going to be so well done, the most ardent skeptic is going to believe it because it's really going to be a hot show. But nonetheless, as Norio says, the whole thing is a put-up job. Well, I said to Norio one night at a dinner after one of the lectures we were doing together, and I said to Norio, Norio, I can take the same facts that you enumerated tonight that back up your theory. I could take the same exact facts and come up with a different theory that fits it equally as well. It's just my opinion, but I could take the same facts you've come up with. You said that they were here, that they were doing this and that, and that they're going to land. I wonder if it isn't going to be an actual, in fact, invasion of extraterrestrials invading us. I would not be a bit surprised if the U.S. government knows that it's going to happen. They've already been told that these gods are going to do battle with other gods who are coming here for the ownership of the earth, and the governments of the world are being told either you're with us or you're with them. And you had better be with us because we're already here and they're coming, and they are our enemies. And so it's a war between the gods for the ownership of the earth, and consequently, if that be the case, you better sue for peace with one of the two. And logic would tell you that if one of them is already here, that's the one you better sue for peace with. And so I said to Norio, it may very well be that it's not going to be a stage